I haven't been on a mic all month. All right, Black Box Radio. We are live in the box. Listen, it's a beautiful day in Baltimore. I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited. I haven't been on the mic all month, from since like mid-April. So listen, it's time. It's time to get in the community. It's time to talk to people. And this is the bbR of BLaKBiZ series. This is when we talk to Black business owners and we expose, their business, but also they're doing their own exposure. But we want to just be another platform for Black business because we're Black and we understand that Black business does not get the shine, does not get the light like it should. So that's our job. We have to platform our own stuff. That's totally what we have to do. So I'm Queen. I am a host of Black Box Radio. We are a multimedia platform illustrating Black excellence. We talk about Black issues. We talk about Black greatness. We expose Black genius. And we overall disseminate information to the Black community, but to all communities. That's what we do 6 to 8 times a month. You can also hit us up on our email at blackboxradio@gmail.com. If you got any questions, you want to talk to us. We have a website, blackboxradio.com. Please subscribe, check it out. Leave a message if you like it. If you don't, talk to us. And we also have a social entrepreneur program called the Squeegee Project. And the Squeegee Project is a workforce development program teaching 18 to 25-year-olds technology with the emphasis on new media. Yes. So yeah, you can email us at the squeegeeproject@gmail.com and to get more information about that. But that's our social entrepreneurship endeavor in Baltimore City. So tonight, we're done with all of that. All of the intros is done. We're ready to go right now. So this is bbR BLaKBiZ. We got a Black business owner here. We have Miss Keisha Tucker. Say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
She is
yes, I'm ready.
You ready?
Always
She's
ready
the
to talk.
CEO, the owner of the Body Queens LLC. So tell us a little bit, give us a little backstory about you, and then tell us, like, how did you become this business owner? Because your story is amazing. So let's talk about that a little, and then I'm gonna jump in.
Okay. So I began this journey before I actually had a business. So my journey of awareness.
Okay.
I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. 5 years ago, my immune system started shutting my body down. So I had to be a label junkie, read every label. It couldn't be processed. It couldn't be this. It couldn't be that. I couldn't do this. So in the awareness of it all, for inside the body, I was aware for outside of the body, as far as for the soap went on the skin, not just inside the body. So then there birthed my baby of the Body Queens. So I started experimenting with making my own, with the premise in mind, just for me to be okay, with the soaps. I can name the ingredients. I know what it is. So I have control. If it's one word, it's control. I have more control over what I'm doing. Yes. So that's where my baby came from. It came from a mental and a health need, but it spawned into like a movement for people to be okay, sometimes not being okay, but you'll get there with the right people that can help you get there. So
I love that. That's amazing. I mean, you said something because I got this thing I call the mix, right?
All right.
Because when I was sick for like 7 years, and it took all of my iron. I had no iron in my. So when you don't have any iron, your skin, your nails, they are in trouble. I was scratching my skin off my body. I was so dry. That's what happens. That's what's happening to cancer patients. When you go into like hospitals, you see how ashy people are. There is dehydration, but it's a lack of iron. Iron is a big component. We don't think it's important, but it is. And so my skin, sis, I was scratching 24/7. So I was buying, you go buy these expensive lotions, they're thick, but we don't understand that the largest organ, which is your skin, it does not absorb everything. You can throw on there all you want, and it goes on your clothes. It never goes down into the pores and goes. It's your clothes is real greasy, baby.
You be sweaty,
sweaty, and you sliding through the room, and you might be moist on your clothes, but your skin is
tight.
It's tight. It's tight. And so that's what was happening to me. And I couldn't figure it out. You know, you buy the big creams, they have you all
Right.
this. And for a minute you feel good because it's on top, but then it dissipates. So
Right.
then I started doing shea, and I bought my own vegetable glycerin and
Right.
you know the emulsifier. So I
Yes.
started mixing because I'm a scientist. I started mixing my little mixes. I had to get my mix, you know. I call it
Oh, my language.
I
Yes.
call it the black mix. So
Come
I had to
on.
get the black mix together. And
Right.
and today, right now, I still have a mix. I
Right.
never buy lotion. I buy castor oil. I buy
Right.
vegetable glycerin. I buy like a more whatever shea, whatever I want to add
Right.
in it to make it thicker. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about because you do
Right.
this. So
Because you can make a
almost like I'm a
salve, you can
little.
make a foot cream.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It's about the base. You
It's
know,
just
the
about
ingredients can be the same.
this thing is chemistry, boo.
Hmm. I know.
That's what I do. This thing is
It's a good
chemistry.
time.
And so once you know, and then we got to understand we live in America, right?
Yes.
So America does not have a lot of stuff for Black folks. Let's be clear. So if we're going to
Yeah,
produce
right.
something for us, we have to produce it.
Yes.
And not that, you know, somebody, so if you want something for your skin, we might need to go to folks who look like you have the same skin, the same melanin. So think about that. So that's what the body cleans is. So I wanted to share
Yes.
that because I mix. Listen, I got
Yes.
my little personal mix. I handcraft.
Right.
Every like 3 weeks, I'm making that mix.
I love it.
So I feel like a
I'm never
mini
not.
craft.
Look, I'm never not. I don't know how not to. I'm never not going to.
I'm never not going to neither. But listen, this sister sent me the little black box. Little black box. It got 2 butters in there. It had it has a soap in there. It has room aerosol spray. It also
Room
has
spray
like a
for the
little
body.
little loofah
And
joint, little candles. I was like, this get you sexy, get you high, get you a little nookie. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
like, come on, good time.
Y'all better get that. Listen, go on the website. Give them the website, Keisha.
All right, so the website is thebodyqueens.com. Very simple. Just
Very
thebodyqueens.com.
simple. BodyQueens.com.
And it's
Check
not
her
even
out.
about purchasing a product. If you just subscribe, you get 3 ingredient tips per month as far as things that you can do at home, because it's not just about buying a product. It's about really understanding what you can do.
It's
We
a
have more
lifestyle.
control. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we have more control than what we know as a people. We don't understand how our DNA works. We're predisposed to so many things health-wise. And if you don't know, then you don't know. So you're going through purchasing certain things because that is the norm mentally of what we should do and how we should behave when in Rome. But it's not working. And especially now when children, you've never seen so many children with skin problems. You never see so many
eczema is rapid.
with breathing problems. You never seen
Mhm.
so many children that just need to be in a bubble because not understanding that, and then they swollen. I mean, if I'm just gonna be honest, I mean, these children come out like big cabbages. And it's like, for what? What are we feeding them? How are we feeding them? And that's more of a, I don't eat to, and I eat to eat. I eat because I have to eat, but I don't eat to just, I used
You don't
to.
live to eat. You eat to live.
Yeah, I used to eat just to have fun. Now I do social eating, but I do know when I'm not going to keep eating. I'm like,
and you know what? You said something. You said something so poignant because your skin is an irrigator. It's where a lot of toxins come through. It is there as it keeps you cool. That's why you sweat when you get hot. So your skin has a lot of function. It's the absorber. It's a protector of your tissues. So your skin has a lot of functions. And so understand that diet. Listen, your diet has a lot to do with this thing. People wonder what you got, and you got all these issues. It's what you're eating and what you're putting on your skin. And so you got to be careful about what you're putting on your largest organ. And it's it's your scalp. You have skin everywhere.
It's like if you're scared, and I say this a lot to us.
Who's us?
We're fearful as far as us as a people.
Black people.
As a people, us as a community. I think we're fearful of change. We're so used to just being okay in a light, even if it's wrong.
Yes.
And if someone tries to steer you from that, it's like, oh, well, you just want me to buy yours. You just want me to do what you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
you just want me to jump on your boat, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't. I just want you to just be okay. You
Yeah.
don't have to behave like this. You don't have to look like that. You don't have to function like that. There are a lot of things that you could do to better yourself, but you have to want to better yourself.
You got
And when
it.
you get to that
Mhm.
point, you know, I will give gems and I will drop jewels, but if you don't want them, baby, you fine. Because I'm still going to meal prep every Sunday. That doesn't change my world. Like, it's free information. I cost
Mhm.
nothing for it. My life is not going to change for us as a people. And I feel like we politically would be better if we understood that we have more power.
You know what? I think a lot too, Keisha, starts in our trauma. And so
Fear, fear,
trauma produces all of these things, fear,
fear,
not wanting to change, all of these things that we see, it
fear.
starts in how we are so traumatized.
Right.
And so usually when you traumatize, you know what you use what you've seen before,
Exactly.
which what mom and them did.
Right.
Mom and them put the Crisco on your back. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Well, listen, mom and them sit you in some detergent and take a bath. What
Be
mom
like,
and them
your vagina is going to
that's
fall
that old country stuff.
off.
Yes. So we usually traditionally do things because that's what we're familiar,
Right.
and our
And it's
trauma gets
comfortable.
us away
It's
from
safe.
change.
And it's
Yes.
safe.
It's safe. Yep.
Even I
Yep.
tell people, even an abusive person feels safe at a certain time.
Absolutely. You're even safe in your trauma because that's what you know.
Right.
That's why we're in the US, and that's why we be pumping up the America, because we don't want to go look at no, we don't want to look at Africa because we might have to not live spoiled like we live here. We don't want to
Right.
build nothing. We don't want to go anywhere. When we go vacation, we vacation Europe. We want to see what's these folk, their cousins doing. So
Right.
we got to do things that is African centered, that's
Right.
Black centered, and that's not what we're looking at, because a lot of times it's trauma and learned behavior. When we hear
And
good
fear,
things,
yeah, and fear is it's easier to stay stuck.
yeah, ooh,
It's work. Yeah, it's work
say it again.
to evolve. That's hard work. You know, it's
Yes.
if people look at it, it's really hard to take a good look at you and say, you know, I am an individual that needs to change. First, what they say, recognize you and the problem. First step. But some people don't want to be there, especially when society around them is clapping that on.
Yeah. They'll love it. But I read something the other day. It says you can't give medicine to folks who like to be sick, boo boo.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately, someone has to want it.
Right.
And that's no attack on my community, because I love
Right.
Black people
I
all
love
day,
it
every day. They're
all
everything
day.
to me, and I'm it. But I just understand that a lot of times when you're sick, I can't give you the medicine. You got to go get your
Right.
medicine, and then I can assist you from there.
I love
So,
us. I want us to stand up in our power. I
mm,
really feel like even now with Juneteenth and different things of reflection, I
yeah.
really want us to, you know, you don't have to drop your job and you don't have to go, you know, don't be stupid. You know, you don't have to do certain things that are not gonna make you okay to survive. But I
Mm,
want us to stand up in the power that we don't have to be treated away
mm.
and the control that other people, cultures, races that have over top of us, we we can rise above it just with self-worth. And it comes with us. One person gets self-worth, two people get self-worth, 100 people get self-worth, 200 people get self-worth, you know, and now you have a nation of self-worth. You know, you have to
I
feel
love it.
like
That's that
you are
compound
wanted,
stuff.
you know, as a
Yeah.
people and as a nation. And I all the time say to people like the ones that don't have enough money are the ones that are preaching and are the ones that are campaigning. And I don't knock anyone that has evolved to be rich. I don't knock them. The thing that I don't appreciate a little bit, and I don't walk in their shoes in their life, but you come from a vocal of on songs of struggle. You come from that. So why not take one culture out of the neighborhood to put your culture in that neighborhood, to open up a business to where we can see us and not someone else monopolize on us to keep us gentrified, you know. And it's just
I love what you're saying. I totally love what you're saying, and you're correct. But a lot of our movement is not on us, and I think that's what
Right,
I try not to do on Black Box Radio is
right,
because it's a system in place to keep you here, and so
right.
we got to be very clear that you cannot. We don't want to attack Black people because I know we're
Oh no,
great.
no, no, definitely
And
not.
yeah, and we know we're great, but the oppression is there because they know we're great.
Right.
So my goal is for you to the light bulb to come on so you can go towards your greatness.
Yeah.
But I am not going to attack you because I know the system is set up for you to stay where you are. It cannot work if you are a free equal and you understand your greatness.
Exactly.
So that's our goal here is to
Right.
lay the stuff down. Listen, this is what we're
Listen.
doing, and this is what
Right.
Keisha's doing, and this is what you can do.
Right.
And so if
There's
we can
there's
inspire
no money in
someone,
a cure.
of course it's not. You know what you get money, and a lot of things would be cured if there was money in it. Ain't no money in curing cancer. It's money in
It's
everybody
no
getting
money
it though.
in curing anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, tell us a little. Well, first let me share a little. Let me share a little. So let me share a little. Let me throw something in here. So I will first tell you guys I'm comfortable with Miss Tucker, Keisha Tucker, because I've known her probably since she was in
Long
middle
time.
school or high school.
Long
I
time.
met her years ago.
And I'm
My
45.
sister, my best friend, my
45.
sister, my best friend, my everything.
Um,
Nina Handy. Shout out to Nina. Took me to
Nina.
Chrisfield. Shout out to Nina. She took me to Chrisfield
Nina.
and I met her family. And this is one of her cousins.
Yeah.
And I've been knowing her for years.
Years.
And
That's
to
me
see
30.
her now as a grown woman and she's got a business, her kids are grown. And so the circle just goes. It's a full circle. Shout out to the
Yes.
Fields family.
Yes.
They were always been so good to me. I met Nina and Morgan, and
Yeah.
I've always been a part of that family. I still feel sometimes a
Right.
part of that. So shout out to the Fields family.
Yeah.
But real talk, I've been knowing Keisha a long time. We've
Yes.
crossed paths, and we both live in this area. But for her to be
Okay.
on this show and to have a business after her journey with cancer and life and her
Right.
mindset and changing herself, I just want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you from that crazy little chick I used to know to this
I know.
to this
I mean,
boss lady.
she's still in there, down to the left and to the bottom and the back. Like we try for her not to come out that much because we have to grow and we have to show people that we can be not so angry. And I think that was more so me, the wildness of it all. I
And you were
mean, now,
young. And you were young. That
yeah,
youthfulness, it's a lot going on. So it's
yeah,
a blessing to see you in this space. I'm very proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. I just had to say that in the middle, like, so folks to know, like, I'm giggling, but I know her. I've been seeing her for a long time in her life. So congratulations for what you're doing. I love what you're doing. And now let's talk about it more. So your products, how do you get your products together? How they handcrafted? How does this work?
Yes. Okay. So, as far as soap, so we'll start with soap. So the explanation of soap.
Okay.
You cannot have soap without lye. There's no soap without lye and water. So with them coming together, mixed with fatty oils. Fatty oils means canola oil, your hard butters, your shea butter, your coconut butter, just anything a vegetable fat saponified together will make a chemical reaction and produce soap.
Sound like you a teacher.
But I love it. I love teaching. I do teach soap making classes. I love it.
Oh.
So with the ingredients of soap, you have to find out what kind of soap that you like for your skin. So all soap is not created equal because there's a scale of 5 on a scale of soap. So there's hardness, cleanliness, lather, moisture, and another one. I don't know. I forgot.
Okay.
So once you plug and play in your numbers, you'll see if you want a hard bar. Hard bar is basically for the body. You don't want to put a hard bar of soap on your face because if you want a moisturizing bar, then that bar of soap may not lather as great but it has moisturizing properties. So you have to understand like what you want the bar to do. So a shave bar needs to lather. So it needs to have butters behind it. So it needs to either have a shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter. That needs to be one of the main ingredients behind it in order for the bar to be hard, first of all. It needs to be a hard bar. And then you'll add in certain properties, your olive oil.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell
FYI,
all your secrets now.
olive oil and canola oil have the same properties. So if
Mm.
anyone tells you you can't buy canola oil because it's cheaper, they lying. It's a good time. Canola oil and olive oil have the same properties and they behave the exact same way
Oh,
on
wow.
the scale of anything. So I just wanted the ingredients to be simple but great. They
Mm.
needed to be multi-use as far as the bath and body oil can be burned in a candle burner, can go on your foot bath, can go on your regular bath, can go
Okay.
on, on your skin as a perfume. It just needed to have multiple functions because it can.
Okay. Got it.
Um, and that was just the goal for products, like just for great products. But I didn't want any product to have over 5 ingredients.
Oh, wow.
And none of my products have over 5 ingredients at all. Nope.
None of them. The soaps, none of them.
None of.
So how do you source these through like organically? How are your
So my soap is,
mhm.
as far as the ingredients of the soap. So the soap is a vegetable oil, vegetable shortening, aka Crisco. Um, I try to gear more towards vegan, but not organic.
Mm.
Um, I like organic in the sense of what it represents, but research is saying sometimes you can't trust it because sometimes someone will say, I've handled it with care, because that's all organic means. I've handled this product a certain type of way for me to be
Mm.
able to label it organic and to charge you more, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm picky and choosy of what I get in the organic sense, but in the realm of products of it all, um, I source from Walmart. I source from Amazon. I source from other Black business oils, as far as
Mhm.
essential oils and different things like that. Like I source from where I feel like the quality product is for my business.
Got it.
Um, I'm pro certain things and I'm definitely con a lot of things. Um, Certain products need to be pure. I can't
Mm.
get a product that is mixed with something else already.
Okay.
So if it's not a pure product, I can't buy the product because
Okay.
then chemically it will alter my product. It
I get
won't
it.
it won't be right. And if we've all bought in shea butter or by bulk, we understand that it can have nuts in it, it can have wood chip pieces and different things like that. The coloration is a little off and different
Mhm.
things. But a 100% pure natural bar soap is never the same color
Hmm.
because it depends on the temperature of that
Sure.
soap that
At
is
that
soaked at.
at that point. Okay.
Yeah. So at the
Oh.
time when the live water mixture mixes with the oily fats, as far as your cocoa butters, your shea butters, whatever oils that you choose to put, a grapeseed oil,
Mhm.
avocado oil, all of those oils can be combined to make a soap. So once you blend it up, you get it to trace. You want to just dip in and just see the soap line into the soap. That's what we call trace. So once that happens, then if you do choose to do color. I don't. I have colorless products. I choose not to because of the farming of micas for African children.
Yeah, that's a
um,
problem.
as soon as I read it, once you know better, you do better.
Yep.
Um, Once I found out as far as the premise behind it, I said I will never use another colored product in my product. So that's when I just shifted, start sending out notes on my packages. They gonna smell good, but they gonna be white. They're gonna be in its natural
Well, they're
form.
actually like beige. They're not really like white. You know, they're like a beige or a
No.
cream. It
Yeah.
looks like something that you would apply, but I mean, when you put the application on, I promise you're gonna like it. So
Yes.
listen, try it out. I tried it today, and listen, I'm butted up. I didn't slid into this damn conversation. I'm so butted. You better know it. We butted up over here. But yeah, so I'm gonna say to you guys, listen, I don't know what people are using for per se for products. But
Right.
what I do want you to know is do like an audit of your product. Because you go to a woman's house, we got a million stuff. We
Yep.
got 500 lotions, we got 500 perfume, we got a million stuff. And we might use this one because we like that, and then don't use it
Yep.
again because we get something else. But I
Yep.
think we should audit like our what we're using,
Yep.
and definitely kind of find things that are more contiguous to your skin. Look,
Read a
research your
label
product.
and
Huh?
see what it is. Just take 5 things in your home from a can of, I don't know, string beans. I don't eat canned food.
Me
From
neither.
a can of string beans to
Mhm.
your soap or your body wash. See how
Yeah.
many ingredients you actually can pronounce and just understand why you're putting that in your body. That's just my goal as for me. And it doesn't my message is not culturally. My message is for anyone. Anyone that wants to be aware of what needs to go in your body and on your skin, I am for you. If my message can reach anyone and everyone, just be aware. Like
Yep.
stomach issues, just I was just having so much.
Issues.
I was so young, and that was what turned me like to figure something really was wrong.
Yep.
And then being adopted, it's like you really don't know where to start to figure out who you are as a person.
Mm.
With all these issues, 19 first time cancer, 30 the second time, 5 years ago, um, for my immune disorder, and it's just like, when can I get a break? Jesus,
Yeah.
like,
I know.
like health
Yeah.
wise, when you're when you just assume youth is your partner.
Huh. That's the assumption that we make. If you're young, you good. But listen,
Yeah,
sickness hit everybody. Let me tell you, babies come out sick. Let's be
yeah,
clear. They come into the world sick. So
yeah.
we cannot don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. And understand that the skin is exposed to the environment. So that
Yeah,
our environment is chemically enhanced.
yeah.
What we're smelling, all of it. So your skin does all of this protection for you.
That.
It's being exposed to the sun, it's being exposed to the environment, which you put on it, whatever trash or beautiful
Exercise.
stuff you putting on it, whatever. And you
Mhm.
know how much you wash it, how clean it is. The dermal layer, are you taking the top layer, you're washing all the layers
Right,
off, your protection off. So all that means something.
right.
All,
It's
all that means. So I think we have to just be more
self-aware.
self-aware, more present to what we're using, and
Mhm.
not trust somebody because it said it, the bottle's pretty and the label
Right,
looks good, but it might be something that's killing you.
right.
You got to be careful. And what you said too got to me, because when I take a bath, you know how you take a bath and you have your soap and then you see all these oils in the water.
Yeah,
That comes in the freaking soap.
yeah.
I just like, so I got
Yeah,
avocado
without
oil.
oil, you can't make soap.
Oh my goodness. So all the oils is in the daggone. It's like you don't get that. You're like, why is it so like greasy? But it's coming from the soap.
As soon as it get little, it's gonna slide on.
Why it's so greasy? So that's something to think about. But let me say
Yeah.
something. Karen M. You got somebody who love you. It says, I have purchased products from this company. And honestly, the products are very nourishing and smell amazing. I love that behind the company there is someone who cares about the products and her client. I hear you,
Thank you,
Karen.
Karen. Thank you, Karen. I
Yep.
love you.
Karen gave you some love. And then Deatra Farrell says, hi, Keisha. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super glad I'm here. Hi, Deatra.
Okay.
So yes, I wanted to tell you that, but that's nice. Yeah, you got to have products. See, a lot of technology has changed the world
Right,
because people who have businesses, you can actually see the person. You can actually get a
right,
tempera of the attitude of the person that you're buying from. That's a
right,
blessing sometimes, because a lot of times we're buying stuff blind.
right.
We don't know who made this product. First of all, we don't know how it got there. We don't know how long it was refrigerated. We don't know where it sat
We
for.
was
We
eating a
don't
mess out
know.
them patty pies that you never cooked one.
Did you mention leave our Patty alone? Did you mention Patty Pie? Leave Patty alone.
And we was eating them raw pies.
Yeah,
that
it's
we
like you
needed
don't
to
know
cook.
what you're buying. Yeah, you don't know what you're buying because everything. We're a very spoiled society. We walk into because I'm sure just trust me. In a lot of third world countries, no such thing as supermarket. That's
Right.
our thing. That's
Yes.
these countries. So we walk in and everything is prepared. All you have to do is spend your money.
Right.
But
We're
but
spoiled.
we need to get into the thing of trying to do some things for yourself. Get to know your
Right.
body. You know, get to know what's good with your body. Let me ask you a question. What do you think
Yeah.
about like when people test? Like I took your body butter and I kind of tested. You think
Yeah.
is that something people should do? Should they test it on their skin in one place? And how
Yes.
does that work?
I 100% always here.
Oh, right here.
Yes, right here, because this is the most sensitive part of your skin. This part right here. That's why when you put perfume, you can smell it more.
You can smell it.
Because
Yeah.
it's thin skin or in the corner of right here.
Oh, okay.
In the crack of your corner right here.
Like at your
So
elbow.
that, yeah,
elbow
so
crack.
that skin there is the most thinnest skin. So that's why we smell it there more. So I tell people just try it, you know, because most of my products are nut based.
Okay.
It gets a little tricky, you know, because it's shea butter is a nut. You know, cocoa butter is a nut. You
It's
know,
a nut.
most butters that perform well are nut based. So it gets a little tricky.
Keisha, I want to say something. Isn't it amazing how whatever we make comes from nature and then we chemically enhance it to something else?
100%.
Nature produces it and then we make it something else. You know what I mean?
100%. So
crazy.
what I do for because I have a couple of clients that have nut allergies.
Oh, wow.
So I have a vegetable emulsifying wax that I then combine with grapeseed oil. Or another oil that is not a nut. I forgot.
How about avocado? Because avocado has it's a
nut.
vegetable fruit, but you can use that avocado oil.
I mean, you can, but it's for someone that has a nut allergy.
You don't want to mess with avocados. Okay.
You want to test it. Everything is a test. Test it for a few days. Sure. I promise you, you will have a reaction in a couple of days. Oh, and I tell people, we don't get ourselves used to being okay with something or not because we're just on it. And then once we're like, oh, well, this ain't working, let me do something else. You know, exactly. And it's like you never gave the first one a chance to work or not work because we on to something else. And this is not just perfume.
You microwave everything.
Yeah, it's not just perfume or just regular lotion. It's really products that we are trying to gear towards curing, diagnosing, doing different things, you know. So a little backstory about me. I was the pretty girl with body issues because I wasn't in tune with, I was washing, but as soon as you blink, honey, I was musty. So it was just like, girl, that you, it might be.
Oh, so God. It was me out the square with the musty.
It was just finding out what worked for my body chemistry
and pH. Because, you know, pH has a lot to do with that.
And food, you know, and you know, because I love me some spicy food, but it's going.
It can change the it can change the temperature.
It's going to hit me right here, you know. So you know, so it's just learning what is for you. Everything that's on the shelf is not for you, and sometimes it's okay to where you have to start from a level of stop doing that altogether. Go to the doctor, go to a dermatologist, go to someone that's going to help you figure out what's going on with your skin, your body, hormone issues, you know, immune issues. They just affect us so in so many areas. And it can be overwhelming trying to figure out where to start from. I tell everybody, if you're going to start from somewhere, start from food.
That's where you start, and because and then also now that we're in this age of or we're in a country that loves to sue, and top of that, and then and then there's a lot of things coming out about products like you know these companies that knew
are getting sued.
They're getting sued. They knew that this stuff was, and people got cancer, and they knew
we was powdering ourselves up.
And that's what they knew, like Johnson and Johnson, and then
Baby,
now
we
all of
was
these products for perms.
for
Now they're
years.
coming after these companies because Black
Yeah,
women with fibroids and uterine cancer and
yeah,
ovarian cancer. It's because of us changing the texture of our hair with chemicals.
right.
So we got to be very careful that what you put on top of your skin and on top of your hair
We'll
and
go
on top
into the body.
goes inside. It's absorbed. It doesn't stay there. So we
Right.
got you, just like you look at food, you got to look at the oils and
Yes.
the perm and the dye. People dye their hair every week, every two. Especially when you have short hair like mine, you got to dye all the time. That's why I don't dye. I don't do nothing. And if I were to dye my hair, I think it's a natural dye I would use, but I think that we got to look for other alternatives. For so long, we've been
Right.
relying on other people to feed,
Right.
clothe, make products for us. We got to
Right.
start handcrafting our own. And if not, go to someone like the
Then
body
find someone
queen,
that can, or find someone that can
or go
help
to the
you.
body queen and
Find,
get your
yeah,
product.
come to me, or I can tell you what's in your kitchen. I'll do a little FaceTime with you. I'll help you. Like it's just, I am for everybody, honey. I am a good time. But it's just, it's just finding your tribe, finding
Yeah.
people that are not gatekeeping, finding people that are not trying to make you feel bad for wanting to evolve.
That's right. You better get away from the people who like Ivory soap. Let me talk to you for a second. That Ivory soap, the mama them use. Y'all better get y'all some new soap. Let me stop for Ivory. Come for me.
I know.
Let me shut my mouth.
Look, allegedly.
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 But I mean, I'm not saying that something's wrong with Ivory soap. I'm saying that we can have other options. Let's say that.
Yes. We can do a little better, certain things, little things. I always tell people baby steps are steps. I'm still on my own mental journey of life. And I think it's a work in progress for things. Some days is great, other days are just a hot mess. And I'm okay with it. I stopped telling myself that, I gotta meet people where they at all the time.
That's it.
I tell, my wife, like, today is not a good day. I need me because right now I can't do you. And I need you to respect that. Because then the reaction will be different. Sometimes if we hold it in and not, my whole journey of the body queens is just, and that's why it's queens. It's for everyone. It's not even a product. It's a journey for people to be okay. Sometimes not being okay. Baby steps are still steps. We're gonna keep on stepping. It's just a mantra for you to understand that every day ain't sunshine and Skittles. Find people that are on the same page as you, wanting to be okay.
Yes.
I tell people I get sad, I get depressed. I have moments. You can't live in those moments. Don't deny yourself from having those moments. But there comes a time to where you realize that those moments will alter things that are real and things that are normal, like taking a bath, eating, functioning.
Please don't alter that normal. Take a bath.
I have my time, and I think the body queens is so personal to me, because it's me being okay, like, and me spreading the word to other people, especially girls. I have a soft spot for girls, as far as wanting them to be okay. Like if I could get a house and run a home where girls, learn skills and learn how to cook and learn how to, job skills and different things. That sweet spot between 14 and 23.
Yes. That's a hard girl time.
That's a hard spot for people because you figure at 18,
your body's changing.
You have to be, in society's age, ready to be done. You have to leave a world that may or may not have been great. Statistics are not in your favor for the 18 behind you to have been amazing. But you have to now move forward in the rest of your life and your journey. Winging it.
I like that.
So So this is just FYI to anyone out there listening. If you have any kind of resources, any kind of, projects, anything I could jump on with you, I am with helping people find it.
Okay, so how they get in touch with you for you that to happen?
So thebodyqueens@gmail.com. The business telephone number is 717-992-8900. Also my Facebook, The Body Queens.
DM Joy. DM
all
Shorty.
platforms are The Body Queens. I'm very open. I'm warm, loving, just no fear, but just wanting people to just be okay. Like that's been a journey.
I love that.
Yeah, just being okay.
I so love that because I feel you, because let me tell you something. I think that in life, we're here fulfilling this thing, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we get turned around like, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. Then you got to get the breakdown. Like I got sick. I would have never sat in the seat.
Right.
I had to get sick.
You had to get set in.
I had to go through to get to, because what happened was through my sickness, I really talked to God.
Right.
I saw the end. So I really talked to God, and I'm like, listen, if you bring me for this, I'm going to change, and I'm going to value my community.
Right.
I'm going to value people. And I made that change. But it took me to go through to get to.
Right.
And so for me to say that, I hear that from you, is like, you've had these sick things. You've had these sickness. You've had this time to survive. And out of that becomes this beautiful thing called the Body Queens that keeps giving to the rest of the world. This is your gift. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But sometimes we got to go down to get to what we're supposed to be doing.
I mean, real bad. Down bad.
It's like sometimes we like, well, why me? How did I get here? But usually out of catastrophe, right around the corner is greatness.
Yeah.
So sometimes let things happen to you that's going to happen for you. That's it.
Say it again.
Let me talk to my people. Listen, I'm preaching now. This is the pulpit, damn it.
Come on, say it again.
This is how things happen to you, but really it's happening for you. And so that's what a mind says, like, why am I sick? Why is this happening for? So maybe you need to be humbled, or you got something to give to the world, and you wouldn't have gave it to the world because you was too arrogant or too busy or too this. But when you got sick, it took time. You start thinking about how, and you need it for your own bare survival. Look, your survival is what you putting on your skin.
Right.
So I say this to say is like, we go through things sometimes because we're all supposed to be here. Right. And what we go through sometimes gives us the gift that makes the world better. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
That's it.
Recognizing that. Yeah. When you finally recognize your purpose or your purpose to other people, it's a beautiful thing.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
I don't deny me still in my journey. That's what I don't. As many praises as I do get, I still have a guilt of past, of working through it. It's almost like I can give you what I'm not giving myself. So I still work through my journey. I'm very honest about me still being in a journey of walking, of being okay, understanding why I'm here.
Yes.
Understanding my path and stuff, and just being okay in that path, because there's a guilt knowing that you're helping so many other people when you're broken.
Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Let me look around. Who's she talking to?
Is you get out my face.
You're talking to her here. But that is it. As a lot of times we sit here, I miss therapy, but listen, we are human.
Yeah.
It ain't a lot. It's some stuff over here ain't fixed. Let's be clear, and we got, that's why I love kind of doing this, because it shows that we all have this path of continual work.
Right.
Like if you say you're complete, then what you here for? What are you here for? Because
I am planning to break down tomorrow. I am planning a mental health day tomorrow.
I mean, you really need that. It's like, and a lot of times as Black people, we're so busy catching up that we never take time to sit down.
I'm just
and
guilty
it's
for the
so
routine.
unfortunate.
I gotta get
Huh?
up. I gotta cook. I gotta do this. I gotta
I
work.
gotta pay them bills. I gotta take care of them kids. I gotta take care of my mate. It's we always doing something.
And it's the guilt to show up for yourself.
Say it. Like, why? When do I look at me and really take care of me?
Let
And
me tell you, I'm just preaching on my therapy session last
let's
night
do it.
because
Let's talk about it.
because I know for me, I would never not be in therapy. I would feel such a way speaking on platforms and doing things and just my message if I didn't get me together in a certain light. And even if it wasn't therapy, I would find a strong tribe. I'm a talker. I like to listen to people. I would find the people that I need to have a roundtable discussion with. You know, that's what I like. That's what I need. And people deny themselves that so much in a journey of trying to be fulfilled. Oh no, I don't need their advice. Oh no. They've been divorced. Oh no. Let them have experiences. You pick and pluck what you can use and what you cannot use, and you keep it pushing. But you cannot deny someone's experience because it's not your experience. But 100% they can help you. So I tell people you're gonna turn away a stone trying to chase sand. The bigger picture is if you just sit there and listen.
You better come on. Did you say you're gonna turn? Say it again.
You will turn away a stone.
Chasing sand.
Chasing sand. Because it's more sand.
Well, hello.
And you will never not get to the bottom of that sand.
Wow. Oh, man, we dropped some gems up in this joint. I can't even write them all.
I told you we was.
Oh yeah, I knew we was gonna drop it. I knew this was because I always say when the sisters come together, it's a sister circle. It's toolbox time. Yes. So open your toolbox because we're gonna set some shit in there. So so you can come back to it. But definitely, this is toolbox time. So we want to get that. We want to fill up people's toolbox. So I love that. Yes. I just totally love what you just said.
And it's like when we're so used to people, our circles, and being comfortable. Like I had to get really comfortable if I'm going to be 100%. I had to be real comfortable opening up to my coworkers. That part of it all, to trust someone, you know, we was always, you know, in our culture, like them not your friends. Them your coworkers, honey. But when I tell you 100% on everything, I have two coworkers, Karen and Randolph, if I can say their names.
Was that Karen M?
Yes. Okay, and Randolph. That 100%, we check on each other. How's your mental today? How you do? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not about we just about to go on break, you know, such and such, you know. It's just people
you really care about the person. Like,
yes, it's people showing up for people, humanizing people.
Yes.
The human aspect of us is taken out of functions to get up, to go to work, to feed kids, to perform.
We're robots. We're societal robots. We just go do.
So it feels good when people show up for you in a way that it almost feels like, is it real?
And they don't know nothing. They just care about your outcome.
Just give it that. Did you eat today? You know, people don't understand how much that means to a person. Did I eat today? Like, did I eat today?
Yeah. Just checking on you, right?
Eat today?
That's it. I'm telling you, all of that means something. Yeah. You know, we definitely love your products, but this is like the human aspect of it.
The human aspect of it all is the person that wants people to understand that I get it. Because I think sometimes even in the message, or it's not relatable. It doesn't feel real. Like I've been around, you know, organizations and certain things that doesn't feel like the message beyond the money is being conveyed. It's like, I get it, what you're doing, but how many one-on-ones do you have with these kids? How many, you know, home ec classes do you have? You know, because now you have a whole bunch of kids running around that, you know,
they don't know nothing.
It's the basics for me. The basics that I take so to heart. Mm-hmm. Like, how to clean yourself. I mean, people really take for granted that people really out here understand how to do that, especially children.
Yep.
That may hide the fact is that they're not eating. So how are you expecting them to be able to function regularly doing other things?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like we have to be a safe place for people to be people.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I want to be, is a safe place, because I feel like I've needed it so much. I feel like the Body Queens is something that I didn't get.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm showing up in ways to where I feel like me recognizing me, still working on me. I'm not gonna lie to anyone and tell me I didn't mastered one thing. I can make a great product now. Now I ain't gonna take. I got that.
Yeah, you
I
got
can make an amazing product.
You can make it butter.
And as far as life and being a person, we're gonna navigate this thing together. We're gonna have feelings. We're gonna have, emotions, and we're gonna have different things. It's just finding the people that can help you navigate that. Find your tribe. Find your people.
Tribe.
Find your people. Who's your person?
But I think, a lot of times when I made the change for myself, when I started changing and my mindset started changing, and I put myself in different places, that's unfortunate. Fortunately, that pulls you right into your tribe or to people who are like-minded.
I'm still looking for that part of it all.
Okay.
Because I'm so, I think, self-focused on not giving a false message. I don't want to, it's just certain things that I feel like I need to still evolve, and certain things that I still feel like I need to be okay and comfortable in. I can't tell you to pay your bills on time if I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. So I'm just,
that's what I don't talk about.
That's not my plight, but I'm just saying it's certain things that I would feel mentally hypocritical on, as far as to tell someone to do or to not to do, without the disclaimer that I'm a work in progress. If I do say it or if I do it, I definitely have to be humble with it and say, listen, I'm still working on myself.
And I think that's what we have to do. If we're in this life and we're not putting out work on ourselves and our families and our community, then what we're here for. I said that earlier. Like, life is about continuous work. It's continuous adjustments. But when you adjust, you got to put some work in. And so working is very important. It's something that we have to continue to do. And that's everything: ourselves, our families, our community. It all needs present working folk.
Just the evolution of it all. Like, just baby steps. People want to see A to T. Just
A to B, damn it. Can I get
you
the
might
B?
You might be A.1.
What's wrong with that?
And nothing is wrong with that. Stop making people, people make you feel like your steps is not great enough for their path. So someone's A to W is my A, one dot 2 spaces over, and my list, so
I love it. Yeah, because everyone's situation is different.
Just be aware. And just the awareness of what you need to be okay in that moment. Because you'll force yourself into a mental breakdown.
You got to give each other grace. You got to give yourself grace. No mental breakdown. Give yourself some grace. It's not that serious. Go to sleep, wake up another day, it's still gonna be there. So you gotta give yourself some, you gotta give yourself some grace. So let me ask you something about the Body Queens. What do you see you doing next? What do you see as a company? What do you think you guys would? Because you have room sprays. Tell us all. You have room sprays.
We have room sprays, aromatherapy drops, which are bath bombs, but they're all in essential oils.
Yes.
So aloe green tea, eucalyptus, lavender.
I got lavender, I think.
Man, it's just all in a sensual space,
Okay.
like to where you can just breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that. I have the soaps. I have shave soaps. I have the body sprays. I have body sprays, room sprays, the bath and body oils. Look, I'm looking at my shelf right. Look,
That's
looking at
fine.
myself to make sure I remember them all.
And they're all listed on your webby, right? Your website.
Yes, everything is on the website.
Okay.
I am a creative, so I've already just branched out to tumblers and cups and towels, and
I saw that.
it's just a creative mind.
Yes.
Always evolving.
Yeah, I
Like
saw that. So that's why I want to know what you're doing because I saw the tumblers. I said, oh, she's doing other stuff.
I'm
So
doing.
where do you see yourself going?
I have a 5-year window. I will be 45 in 2 months. I have a 5-year window of 50.
Black don't crack. 45. I
Come
tell
on
you.
now.
We better come on with it, sis.
Yes. So my window is 50. By 50, I want to evolve to have a safe haven. The body queens, of that sweet spot, that ripe spot of help. That's what I want to evolve to because I'm too talented. I'm so creative, and my message is powerful, and the help behind it is valuable. So I want to be present, not just behind the desk shipping orders. I mean, I ship orders every day. I want to be physically present for people that physically need help.
So what are you saying? Like you're gonna be a therapist? What you mean by
No, I want a building. I want a community-based resources. I want to help these people. I want to help that sweet, it may be 14, 15, resources of, jobs, because jobs are hiring at 14. I was that person in foster care that definitely wanted to work, as far as when I was, at 14, you want to do certain things. And if you don't have the resources or, everybody just go to McDonald's and, and just go ahead and do it, just a resource center. Just a resources center. Just
so is this resource center? Because I'm hearing your story. Because I'm hearing the story.
Learn how to cook.
You've been in foster care. So do you think that you're gonna gear more towards, because that population is left behind, especially once they age out. It's really hard for them. And so like foster care and once they age out, are you looking to try to help them since you were in those shoes before? Or
that is my evolution. That is when I say I don't want to preach to someone and not giving, that's the part of me that really needs to evolve, that I'm working on in therapy, because I get it, like as far as the mental part of it all and the thinking of it all, of certain children and how they behave and how they react, as far as being treated and different things in the system of it all. And in my mind, I had closed that off. Yeah.
So that's something you have to open and deal with so you can, I get it. And therapy matters.
I'm working through it because I feel like my gift, not saying will help them more, what would benefit.
It would benefit because you've been there. You were a foster kid. You know, it's hard to talk to kids when you have parents who are supporting you and they're foster kids and you're telling them that it's going to be all right. So, but someone who has been there and understands the system and that process.
It's like a safe haven. I've thought of the process. I have a plan. I have it all written out. I have a book, a little building, what it's going to look like.
I love it.
But it's just, I mentally have to forgive myself. I have to forgive my journey.
That's real.
My journey doesn't make me guilty for succeeding or for being okay in this light. Like, I was guilty for being successful. I felt guilty, and it's the craziest thing, and people don't get it. I really felt guilty for not doing more for siblings. you know, and my light of being the one that rose above it. Mentally was a whole hot mess, but physically moving as if
Yes.
I'm good, you know, just being there for everyone and everything and everybody. So I need to release the guilt of me deserving this part of life. I haven't gotten there. I'm getting there.
I love that.
I'm getting there.
That's so honest though.
Yeah.
That is so honest because a lot of sickness is not only like people say you can be predisposed. Yes, you can have some geneticism that predispose you more.
Right.
You also can have environmental issues, of course, and then what you put in your body when it comes to your diet and what you put in your skin. But on top of that is how you internalize your life, the stress, and all of that moves you towards sickness too, because the body it's like this big thing it's handling everything that you put in it, all of your thoughts, all the things you shut down. You think you shut it down, but it's in there. And so we have to deal with all of these things if we want to see health and wellness, and we want to see a better life. You got to deal with your stuff. And so what I'm here for you is you're dealing with
my question to you is that how did you evolve to that?
Did you say question?
Question to you.
I haven't, you know what? Like I said to you, I'm working too. And let me tell you something. Black Box Radio has been such a blessing. That's why I know that it's been such a blessing to me, because like I sit on a way across from you now and I'm listening to you, but this is therapy. The stories that I'm talking to people and I hear how they're overcoming their lives and things they're doing, it's absolute therapy in a lot of ways, because sometimes you can't see yourself, but if someone else is doing it, you can see them doing it. It inspires you that it can be done.
Yes.
A lot of times, and then a lot of times the people who telling us they don't look like us, they don't walk in the path that we're walking on, and they say, oh, you can do it. But when I see this Black woman sitting in front of me and I know you did it, it inspires me to know that I can do it.
Right.
And so I am not in this place where I can say, oh, I've done it, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay. And I do need therapy. Let's talk about that. But one of the bigger things is I recognize that I got to continue to do the work. And if I can't get therapy, I got to put myself in places that are therapeutic. That's where it's at. Because I don't think there's a lot of answers. Like, I don't want to be around toxic, negative people.
Right.
I cut that out. I want to be the dumbest one in the room so I can learn. I want to give everything away because God is giving me everything I need. So all of these things that I put in play, I eat well, I don't eat meat, I drink water, I don't drink. So I've done things to clear me. You know, I put natural things on my skin. I don't even chew gum because I want sugar on my teeth. So it's just and sugar, I try to keep that as low as possible. So I'm not saying that I'm this person altogether, but we make steps in our lives that changes everything. And people say, well, how do you do this? And how do you do this? It's how you change your life. If you eat better, I promise you'll feel better.
I fell into a point of routine based off of proving a point. I was a good person. So I was militant, structured. Everything had to be in order to prove a point in life that I was making it. And I was evolving. And I was doing it at the time when pace and life said I should be. And I would almost try to race the clock to say, ooh, I beat it. You know, I did it before that, you know. And it was a mental drain.
I think a lot of times with the mental thing is we tell us that we talk to ourselves because we want to be better. Like, okay, I got this. Or yeah, I'm gonna do that. Or but really you don't have the tools to do none of it. You gotta really get into the core of why you haven't done it. Right. So you know, so therapy sometimes is just telling yourself, like, listen, give it to someone who can actually give you the tools to really fix the damn problem.
Right.
You know, our own arrogance is, oh, if I just chill a little and I pray about it. I'm like, okay, go on pray. And I'm not saying prayer don't work. Listen, I ain't playing with God. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not saying prayer doesn't work. I'm saying that prayer without work is absolutely nothing. That's what I said. That's in the Bible, y'all.
Yes. But I was a person that had to prove that I was okay. Visually, physically, and just appearance wise.
Yes.
And it's like now if me is a word, giving myself grace to not be okay. That's why the mission is, it's okay to not be okay.
It is
You know,
okay.
and I felt guilty for years to
Ooh.
do simple things. You look at people and you just like, oh, she might cry. No, I didn't. And in the last few years to become one with your feelings, it's like, she's soft. Like, ugh. And it's like, just giving yourself a chance to feel, because
Yeah.
I just moved in a light to where if I felt, if I breathed, if I didn't do certain things, my world was going to collapse. Because in the back of my mind, because I saw it collapse, I didn't want that to be me. So I'm in a journey of learning who I am, because my whole life has been based off of being okay in environments that were not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we all do it, sis.
Yeah.
Even when we heal our own little micro environment, we live in America. And
Yeah.
this is a macro problem for the African.
Right.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So even when you microly deal with with your life and the things in your life at a micro level, on a macro level, Africans live in America.
Right.
And it's a hard place for us. So it's like we have to work out in at home. We have to work in our low jobs. We got to work everything is a work for us when we show up, because it's not really us, it's how us showing up makes others feel. And so that's the problem. It's not us, it's how other people feel when we show up, unfortunately. But that's what greatness is. When someone's intimidated and they don't know nothing about you, you better understand there's something great about you. You better
Hey,
tap
baby,
in.
I am out here doing it, and I am my best in case,
I need
honey.
you to tap in. Yeah. When somebody's scared of you and you ain't getting nothing to them, you great.
Right.
You are in their mindset. You're occupying their head. Use it to your advantage. And that's what we have to do. We got to use it to our. We ain't talking nothing but nobody, queens. I love this conversation. This is sister circle. I think we had a round table.
Yeah. And I will.
Because we've been here an hour and 7 minutes. So
okay,
it don't even feel like it, right? But
no,
yeah, and I know it doesn't feel like it. But listen, I want you to tell the folks about your products a little. Like what is the best thing that you would say to try? If someone came on your website, what would you tell them to try first?
I would tell you to try the citrus blossom body butter.
Ooh.
That is grapefruit rose. It is grapefruit rose.
Ooh.
I named it citrus blossom. It is like I named it that because it's a feel good scent. Like it makes you feel comfortable, like protected, not grandmom-ish. Because some people say, "Oh, this is grown. This is a grown scent," But it just it embodies you as it just feels good. I like that. And that scent is amazing. And then tranquility. That's lavender chamomile. It is the most calming. Oh, it's a good scent.
Yeah, and chamomile, when you drink that, it's so calm. It chills you down.
Yes.
That's what I love about nature is you put certain things together and it has a synergetic effect.
Yes.
When you really have products that are there to build, that there's some synergy there, your body will nominate because it's a biological instrument. This is a biochemistry instrument right here. So it understands how when things get on it that is natural. It understands it.
And it reacts as such. Certain scents on someone else will
the chemistry is different. It smells different. Yeah.
So especially like lavender chamomile, my chamomile is Roman chamomile. It's a different chamomile. So it's not a regular chamomile. Like a Roman chamomile has a distinct smell. It's expensive. But it just feels amazing. It just smells so good. It is a feel-good scent. Roman, I mean, as far as that scent, Tranquility, I love that scent. That scent just gives you a feeling of being okay.
All right.
And when I name the products, like Beaches is sea minerals.
I love
it. It's just like if you just close your eyes and just where you want to be. That's how I named all the scents. I have 14 scents. So as far as the products, I think I have like 12 products.
That's amazing.
But the scents that they come in, I think it's like 14. I gave you a card.
Yeah. How long have you been in? How long has this business been?
3 years.
3 years. Oh, okay. So young business. Yeah, I like that. Young business. Listen, guys, please check out thebodyqueens.com, right? Yes. Pick up some products. I'm telling you, on me. Pick the products up.
You said on me.
On me. Try some of this stuff because it's beautiful. Try something different. It's just a try. It's just like when you go in the store, you pick up something. Oh, I'm gonna try this. Try something. You might really love it, and it might have benefits for your body. So try it. And then also, she said, if you come and subscribe, you get 3 tips a day, right?
Yes. And I customize products. So if you want, I can show you a text message right now. Like I customized a salve, a hair serum, just all off of just a conversation in the bathroom last week. Just my granddaughter has psoriasis. What do I need to do? Whoa. I said, this is what you're going to get. I'm not home. I can't make you anything to ship it to you. This is what you're going to do. You know, so it's just the carriers behind certain things. If you want to sell, then you need something thicker. Then you'll get an A&D ointment. It literally is vitamins mixed with petroleum. You have to
A&D. Y'all know about A&D.
Yeah. It can be used, but you have to get a pure A&D. Certain A&D is not, as pure as other ones, But as far as that's a great carrier because it's thick as far as if you have foot issues or if you need dry feet and different things like that.
Or like rashes, like in your crevices, like between your legs and between your butt. I'm being honest.
If you need like
between
a little
your butt, that stuff.
Like a little breasty, it's getting hot.
Things getting cracked. Stop cracking. You can put that in your crack, shorty.
Look, you could put it on. You can do it. So it's
under the gonads. I'm being honest. Listen, you got to put some butter under there. You got butter that up. And nobody want no ashy gonads. Butter them. So you're gonna need to put, so those are things that are places that sometimes that we don't really put good products in. We need to put great products because listen, your gonads is life. Why are you putting trash around life? Real talk. That's making children. That's making seeds. You need to treat them sacks good. I'm being honest. Listen, this is not no X-rated. I love my brothers, but I want you guys to understand you gotta take care of them too. Put no big hard butter on your gonads.
I had someone with the gonads. Yeah. It's that I make a
them is balls for y'all who don't know. let me break it down for y'all.
Then I make it's like a solution. It's coconut oil, tea tree oil, and then just a little bit of lavender.
Wow.
And because tea tree is a natural antiseptic.
It is. So it's a cleanser.
It's a natural antiseptic and a natural antibiotic. So you can use it on places that need or that have a little
medicinal joints in there.
And I promise you, once you cleanse the skin and just it will hold you. A little goes a long way. People just get to digging.
Yeah.
A little goes a long way on the skin. And if you get the skin used to being okay,
yes,
it will be okay.
It will. I tell a lot of people our skin is sick, and it's because it's exposed to
It's what?
really it's exposed to. You see people they got bumps everywhere. They got it's just it's your system getting rid of toxins, and so we have to understand that we are sick in a lot of ways because of how we live and how we eat, the pressure that we're under. So if you can alleviate it with your products, please check out the BodyQueens.com. Check it out. Check the sister out. This is an hour and 14 minutes. We got to go, but I want you to leave you leave your jewel. Everybody gets a jewel at the end. Drop your jewel for inspire us. Leave something with us. Drop Keisha's jewel.
Okay, so my jewel is to always. I mean, this is my constant jewel. Be okay not being okay. Find the people that want you okay. And if you cannot find the people that want you okay, find professional help. And it's okay sometimes not being okay. Live in your truth. If you're sad today, be sad. But don't make it a lifestyle. It's okay to have feelings and emotions in this life. But find the people that want you out of it. If someone ain't checking on you in 15, 20 minutes or day by day, find a tribe that will, because they are out there.
They're out there.
Find the people that want you okay when you're not okay. That's my jewel.
Love it. Great jewel. I would be remiss not to tell the June is a very, very, we get real hot. And not only is it hot, so much goes on. I want to tell everyone happy Pride.
Yes.
I want to tell everyone happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth is coming up.
Come on, Monday.
We're going to celebrate Juneteenth.
Yes.
In Baltimore, there's AFRAM this weekend. So we got AFRAM, we got Juneteenth, Pride this weekend. So we cannot leave. Black people everywhere. So you might not agree with people's lifestyle. It's not your business. What we do is we support Black folks and Black people.
I'm in all the cultures.
All the culture. We do it all. So I want to say happy Pride. Happy Juneteenth. AFRAM is this weekend. Get out. Enjoy Baltimore. Come through. Yes. We are so happy to have you, Keisha. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome.
This has really been a sister circle. We talked about Body Queens twice.
I'm fine with it.
I'll play it. We talked about it more than twice, but I really am fine with the conversation.
And I'm fine, and I love it. I love the conversation.
You got to come back. As you grow,
what?
Come back. You get a new product, a new blossom. Drop the blossom on us. Let us look at it.
Citrus blossom is amazing.
Yeah, if you get something new that you put together, bring it, show us what it is. Yes. And also, what I do want you to do too is don't ever forget that address that you sent me them packages. Boo boo, send some more here.
Come on through with it. Okay, I got you.
So I know you got some products in that wall. Show people like unless I can go get my box, show your labels and let them see. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. There you go. That's soap.
So these are pure soaps. Okay. This is a turmeric soap.
Ooh.
Okay, turmeric soap.
What's that?
This is naturally colored with just turmeric.
Oh man.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
What's the other one?
And this one is naturally scented with eucalyptus.
Ooh, and those are soaps.
So what I'm gonna, this is just soap. So look, just a bowl, just soap.
Just soap. Amazing. So you guys were able to see some products. Look, oh, she wet it.
Yes, honey. We got us some soaps. Look.
Ooh.
Yes.
So put it on the back of your hand. Let me see you shine a little.
Look.
Oh, that soap is doing big business. And that's the eucalyptus?
Yeah, that's the eucalyptus soap. So yes. So we have so many. Oh, look, this is what you're talking about.
Yep. That's what I got. I'm showing out. I'm just really flexing. Like, that's what I got. I got one of them. Excuse me, I got two of them.
You said I got two of them.
I got two of them. Right. So I want you guys to see it. Now let me see some. Let them see some of the texture.
So
see, good texture that will flow over your body. I promise you.
So look, that little bit.
Wow, it's all buttery. I'm telling you, I'm buttered up over here. Listen, thebodyqueens.com. Check it out. Go
Check us
get you
out.
some. Get some. Get on the website. Sell her out, y'all. Sell her
Please
out.
do.
Mama, the actual Pharrell, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate Karen
Thank
M.
you.
Thank you so much for being all the Black Boxes. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Keisha,
you.
thank you for your genius. Thank you for your openness, your transparency.
Yes.
Come back.
Always.
You got to come back. Guys, we on here tomorrow. No, we're on YouTube tomorrow. Our digital healing circle. With we got a Dr. Da. He's a licensed psychotherapist. And we talk about white oppression, Black trauma live on YouTube. And it's a digital healing circle. So that we can only heal, and a lot of times we need to heal together. So come on YouTube tomorrow at 8 p.m. Me and Dr. Da. We're going to talk about white oppression, Black trauma. We do this every month. Check us out, Doc in the Box. That's the name of it. Doc will be in the box tomorrow at 8 p.m.
All right.
Me too. Come see us. Listen, give us them douches. We out of here. Look at them butted fingers. They butted. Deuces.
Bye.
Don't go nowhere, Keisha. Bye, Black Boxes. Y'all have a good night.